What's up, guys? We are back. Alright, so let's get started with episode 2 now. Still got the weird throat clearing issue. I know, sorry. It's gonna have to be a fact of life for a minute. Still a little under the weather. Ooh. I just realized something. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Gotta do something really quick. This is super important for how I play this game. Oh, I'm not smart sometimes. There's going to be some terrible noises. I apologize. Alright, done. That's that. So, what you seen happen right there. When I have too many Bluetooth devices connected to my phone at one time, it lags my controller input out, which is bad. And right now I've got my keyboard, I've got my controller, and I did have my surround sound system. And that's not a good thing. So what I'll do is I'll aux cord up my I'll aux cord the surround sound system to my phone to avoid a Bluetooth connection, and that gives me free reign over my controller. No lag whatsoever on the input. So yeah, now we're in the same spot we were. We just saved, and we are probably a good halfway through the AKROPOLIS tower already. So we're going to keep on going with all this, and we're going to make sure that we're doing the things we need to be doing. I grabbed ammo right before I saved, so we should be good on that. And now is a good time to... Well, no, never mind. Now it's not a good time to show you how the map works. Anyway, we got a penicillin off that guy the last time we played. So we're going to ride straight up this escalator here, and I think we're going to be greeted by some enemies at the top. Oh, also, in the last video, there's a lot of pauses in my dialogue where you hear this weird, like, whooshing noise. That's because I vape. I didn't realize that was going to, like, translate as well as it did via the microphone, but it did. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try not to have too much of that in the playthrough. This guy refuses to die. Man, I am going through some ammo with this dude. Alright. That happens a lot in Parasite Eve 2 as well. For whatever reason, all the enemies have a set health. But it feels like some of them take more bullets than others, and that's because of the critical rate. So basically you have a chance to do critical damage at all times. You have a higher chance to do critical damage if you attack your enemy from behind, and you also have a higher chance to do critical damage if you attack your enemy while it is either stunned or downed. So, with that being said, it's really a toss-up, a grab bag of what kind of damage you're going to be doing. There's body armor here. This clogs up your inventory unless you really want to wear it. I'm not going to take it. But just keep in mind, there is some nice armor here. The way the armor in this game works, it's all a set defense value. You're not going to get like a better defense out of one armor and a lesser defense out of another. They all have special attributes attached to them. Each armor has two special, well, usually it's two special attributes, whether it be you gain MP after battle, or it comes with a built-in GPS, stuff like that. That particular armor has got some nifty stuff, and each armor also has a different set amount of attachment slots, but we can change that later with belt pouches that we find. These guys are HP tanks, and they suck. They're at a high range, and you don't want to get too close to them. As soon as you can do damage, start doing damage. As you can see, he just tried to swipe at me. He's trying to attack me from that range because he could easily reach me from that range. They have this really stretchy arm, and as you can see, I didn't do damage there. I am doing damage now, though. I can tell by the numbers popping up. They have a really wide range on their attack, and if you get too close, they will hit you, and they do deal significant damage. So just keep that in mind with these guys. See, he's getting a lot closer to me now. No, not good. Hey, gave me a recovery 1. Alright, so if y'all couldn't hear that, that was gunshots coming from this chapel here. This is the next place we're going to be going. There's a lot of stuff in here that you want to read through. So, let's do this. Cutscene. Freeze, federal agent. Man, dude has mad hops. He should play basketball. He could have dunked on like the 15-foot goal. For real. Rupert, you're hurt. Don't worry about me. What was that thing? I was gonna ask you. Bastard jumped from the ceiling. You call for backup? Backup's a no-go. Everyone's in the field. Well then, I guess you'll have to go after that thing. Well, if I was sitting like his leg is hurt, but it's actually his arm that's hurt. Be careful, Aya. Got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, I mean, there's weird superhuman things attacking you. There's creatures devouring SWAT people through their bulletproof vests. Yeah, I'd be a little worried too, Rupert. Thank you, Captain Obvious. As you can see, I'm not going to walk over this. This right here that I'm standing right next to, there's obviously this red thing in the floor. You're going to want to pick that up. It's not required, but it is neat, and I'll show you why. Now, next thing we're going to want to do, if you come back here, it should swap. Yeah, swaps camera angle. Here's what I was talking about on reading stuff. The Book of Lamentations. For the most part, parasites are unaware of their dependent role. This is not the Book of Lamentations, if you can't tell. Somebody up here was doing a lot of research on mitochondria, DNA, and parasites. So, every time you click on this, there's like 15 different things you can read. So, bear that in mind, and you can come up here and read all that. I'm not going to go through all of it in this playthrough, because there is a lot of it, and I am on a time limit today. So, next thing you want to do is you want to come over here to this door. Aya's going to lean in and listen, and it'll automatically take you through the door. We're going to discover that guy we seen in the camera earlier, and he is sitting next to a bomb. It's also important to note that he's talking about number 9. Number 9 is that guy we just met who jumped through that window. So obviously he's in cahoots with him, right? That's probably not a good thing. This entire area of the game is optional. And if you try and go through this door, it's locked from the other side. It made a huge deal in the cutscene to actually make the locking noise. Someone planted a bomb. Yeah, that looks like a bomb, alright. Now, I don't know if y'all can see on the screen. I don't know how dark it is. They make this area dark for a reason. There is something by this door. And it's right in front of me right there. It looks like a tiny black rectangle. It blends in with the stones and gravel on the ground. It is very, very hard to find. But if you examine it, there's something on the ground. You get a black card. This is another key item that is totally optional. You can totally complete the game without that card. Do not do it. Come get this card every time. The only bad thing about that card is, as soon as you pick it up, it triggers enemies in this area. Here's how the map works. As you can see, the lightly red shaded areas, the pink shaded areas, those all have enemies in them now. Which means when I go outside of the sanctuary, I'm going to have to fight. That's not a big deal. But yeah, notice how the area that I'm in, the roof garden, it is not lit up in red. But oh no. As soon as you pick up that card, it's going to trigger an event. That event is these guys. These guys are annoying. So make sure you're on top of them. Oh no you don't. Ow. I don't know how I just shot the one next to me. Oh, I caught them both on fire. Nice. So, pyrokinesis works very well against them. The reason it works well against them is because they are a bug type. Introducing enemy types in Parasite Eve. There's not a lot. It's not really so much as enemy types as much as it's just certain enemies are weaker to certain elements. You'll find that a lot in this game. It is important to either read through a enemy base, like database online, or study up on them in some way. Even if it's just as you go through the game, you look at certain enemies' weaknesses. Try and do that. Try and remember what enemies are weak to, or study it before you play. And don't ruin your first experience. If you want to like run through the game blind, and then like if you're having trouble, look up, a bestiary. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. But if you are struggling later in the game, trust me, that bestiary will make a lot of difference, a whole world of difference. I think there's mobs out here. Instantly kill flyers. Aim and kill the flyers immediately. Don't worry about ground enemies as much as you do flying enemies. Flying enemies do not get stuck on the environment. They can get to you very fast. Also, most flying enemies in this game inflict status ailments, which that's not a good thing. So I said I'd show you what that red key is for, and guess what that means? We got to go back through some stuff real quick. That means we got a lot of enemies to go through. I'm going to stop by and grab some more ammo as well, because we are very close to being done with this area. It is very important to fight as much as you can. If you are struggling later in the game, it's because you didn't go and fight as much as you could. I hope this guy over here doesn't attack me. No, he's turning back. I attacked the one furthest away first, and that was because I didn't want to get hit. See, now I can move way over here, retarget him, and he can't reach me. Whoa, too close for my comfort. How are you still alive? Go down. Okay, there we go. As you'll see, experience and BP, they're worth a lot of experience. It is always important that you kill certain enemies, which is why it's important to kill as many enemies as possible. I got some 9mm there, and if you'll notice, they have a question mark. I'm going to come over here, press triangle to examine it. I now have hydras. Hydras are nice. I'm probably going to be saving these. And it says at the bottom, applicable weapons. M93R is what I'm using. The P229 is a weapon from later in the game. The MP5A5 you can acquire also later in the game. P08 is a weapon you can acquire later in the game. There's 4 different weapons right there. It's a lot of weapons you can use 9mm for, and most of them you acquire as you go through the game. Matter of fact, I could pick up the MP5A5 back at the Sanctuary, the little church we just came from, but I didn't, because you don't get to keep it after you're done with the AKROPOLIS Tower, which kind of sucks. And the same for the body armor that I passed on. If you do take that, oh god. Whoa! Whoa! Dude! And I aimed towards the rats and they poisoned me. This is not going well. Wow, this dude is vicious right now. I've never seen him that vicious. Dude, I am not doing well. Oh my goodness, this is bad. And I'm out. Oh wow, do I have any recovery items? I do. Alright, this is not good. Reload. This dude is vicious, dude. Wow. Man, that is crazy. I remember as a kid, I watched The Matrix, and I already have a penicillin. I'm not going to take another one. It just clogs my inventory up. But I remember as a child, I watched The Matrix, and that was the first movie, the first time in my life at that point that I'd watched a movie and thought to myself, wow, every time I watch this movie, I find something I missed. This game is very, very similar to that. I'll be honest with you guys. I've watched it. When I was a child, I watched my mom play this game multiple times through. When I was growing up, I watched YouTubers do Let's Plays on this. like really famous YouTubers, and I watched probably a good 8 or 9 playthroughs, full playthroughs of this game. I've played through this game myself in my spare time at least twice, and I'm doing it again now. Out of everyone that I've watched play, out of all of my playthroughs, I have never seen that particular NMC be that aggressive. Ever. Man, just every time I play this game, there's new stuff that I've missed. And I love that about this game. It is gorgeous. It is 100% an amazing game. I'll take a bit of a shortcut. If you'll see on the map, I'm going this way instead of going around the fountain. Honestly, I could go a shorter path through the fountain. I say this is a shortcut, but it's not. I'm actually doing this in order to fight more stuff. That will end up giving us a better score at the end of the game, and it will also give us more experience and bounty points. So, if you know that an area is hostile, walk in, bring your gun up. Oh man, I've never seen these guys be this aggressive before. That is crazy to me. Yeah, you're eating me. Man, I'm getting hit a lot, and that's not a good thing. They're not walking. Usually they walk. They are not walking. They are full out sprinting at me. I've never seen that before in this game, I swear. So, now that unforeseen circumstances are coming up, let's introduce everyone to Parasite Energy. So, as you can see, my acquired XP is at the top. In order to revive this healing spell, I have to use 750 of it. I don't get that back. Once I activate healing, I will have access to the healing spell, but I'm spending that XP. All of these have their own revival cost. Level 1 spells are always going to be 500 to revive. Level 2 spells are always going to be 750, I believe, to revive. So yeah, carefully plan this out. Each of these have elements, as you can see: fire, water, earth, wind. Me personally, there are 2 of these that are very important to me, and I'll be grabbing those 2 first, and we're going to start with healing. Now, as you can see, I have 2 spells in my little wheel down here, and healing I can use outside of combat, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah. Alright, back inside of the diner here. Also, the last episode I did was like an hour long. I don't know whether I'm going to make this one an hour long. I thought about it. I have decent internet, so it doesn't take me long to upload them, even at an hour long, at like 480p or 720p. I forget exactly which one I'm at. It might be at 720. YouTube's probably only going to code it to 480 though. I'm recording at 720. It's just probably going to be encoded in 480. And I also don't edit these videos as much as other people do, so I usually just record, watch it back, make sure it's okay, make sure there's no weird glitches or that the sync doesn't slide off skew. I'm also going to drop a quick save here. But anyway, I just kind of glance over them, make sure they're okay, and I put them through. So it's not really a big deal to upload long videos for me. So I don't know whether this one's going to be an hour or not. Oh man, this is another one of those guys. Got him. See, he died within like a single clip, and I ain't too worried about being poisoned right there. Although they did interrupt my... That's a good example of interruption of reload. If somebody or something interrupts your reload, it sucks, man. The rats are easy enough to take care of. They're just annoying because they poison you. I have full MP now, so... You heal more in combat than you do outside of combat. That is worth noting. So it might be worth your time to heal while you're in combat. If you down to the last enemy and you've got good distance on it, go ahead and heal up before you take it out. That's just a good idea all around. But now that we've cleared out all those enemies, we've gotten more experience. I'm back up to 800 XP now. Level 2s are 750. I'm going to go ahead and revive Energy Shot. That is a massively, massively good skill. That's a skill, if you get Energy Shot and Healing leveled all the way up to their maximum, those two skills alone, I would say, well, not quite those two alone. I would say go ahead and get level 1 of Necrosis and Plasma. Get level 1 of Necrosis, level 1 of Plasma, and rank up Energy Shot and Healing. As far as they go, those 4 skills alone can carry you to the end of the game. Easily. Easily. Anyway, back to this. You remember there was a keyhole we didn't mess with, and we already put the blue key in? Well, guess what? Now we have a red key. So we're going to go to Item. And again, this is one of those key items. If you examine it, it doesn't do anything. I'm going to use the red key. This is going to do something rather important. Remember that bloodstain we kept examining, and it kept telling us, I think we ended up examining 5 times. It told us something different every time. Well, now there's new options available. And there's a reason that they give you the red key when they do. And this actually might spawn enemies out here. Might be fatties. Yeah, it's definitely fatties. I forget what these things are called, but everybody kind of affectionately calls them fatties. Oh, wow. And I'm standing right in front of that one. Oh, boy. Not good. Alright. I'll show you what Energy Shot does. This will increase your damage output. So it doesn't seem like it's doing much right now, but it also ups your critical rate. And he actually tagged me right there. So Energy Shot is very important. The higher level you get it, the higher it's going to boost your critical rate. And it's also going to make sure that you are dealing maximum damage. Notice how that just gave me grenade rounds. Whoop, not P energy. Come over here, we're going to examine this. These are normal 40mm grenades. These do decent damage, and available weapons, you've got the grenade pistol, and there's an M4A1 grenade. That is, the M4A1 is obviously, if you're a gun person or know anything about guns or played enough Call of Duty, the M4A1 is a rifle. That's what uses your rifle ammunition. And I think last playthrough, or not last playthrough, but last episode, I said there was only one weapon that used rifle ammo. I could be mistaken about that. There might be 2. But if there is a second one, it's so late game, it's not worth getting. So, yeah, I might have misspoken there. But the M4A1 has attachments you can put on it, and one of them is a single shot grenade launcher, just like in Call of Duty. There's a SWAT member in the fountain, and he has a grenade launcher. I'm not going to take this grenade launcher. Again, it's one of the weapons that you get here, just like the MP5A5 and the body armor. They don't let you keep them after the Acropolis Tower. So personally, I don't see much of a reason to do that. So I'm just not. But I did want to show people where it was in case they wanted it. You have to drain the fountain before you get it. That is a major thing. You have to drain the fountain before you can get that. The roof garden has enemies. We're not going to be going back there. And this little area going towards the bridge has enemies. That's because this is where we're going next. I've been everywhere else on the map. There's one door I haven't been through. That's where we're headed. Sorry, bait break. Okay, so. Whoa. Oh, hey. Interesting. I don't remember this at all, actually. How, Aya? How are you so bad? Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're still in battle. I'm going to go ahead and heal. As you can see, that does a lot better in battle than outside of battle. I'll take the recovery 1 as well. I think I also got an MP boost. That's another reason to fight battles. If you go and fight enemies, then each enemy has like a set amount of MP that it will give you. Oh man, there's so many areas right now. Bats are horrible. Bats are absolutely horrible. They get on you, they start draining your HP, and you just have to spam buttons until they're off of you. So if you hear me just wigging out on my controller, that's why. They're so bad. This gun is not suited for taking bats on. There are a lot of weapons in this game that are. This is not one of them. And I have to reload. Oh my goodness. Ah, got him. Bats are horrible, but they do give you a lot of bounty points. That is good to know. Alright, so we're going to do something here. Go ahead and use this MP boost. And I'm going to move these over to here. Ooh, you know what? I don't have a lot of PBs. I really need to go back and get ammo. It's not far back. I need to do that. Grenades, we're not going to be using, sorry. They give you that grenade launcher for the boss in this area. I don't really see it as being necessary. I really don't. 9mm will work just fine. You can take the first boss out. They give you a lot of things to help you out, and I'll show you what I mean when I get there, which is not going to be long from now at all, trust me. I'm probably going to take the boss on and then end the episode there. So, with that being said, when I come back up here, I probably should have grabbed ammo first, but whatever. We're going to save. Give it a save. Because why not? It's always important to save in this game. You don't realize how important it is to save until you die. And then once you die, it's just like a Resident Evil game. It's just like any other old school, like 2000s era, 1994, 1995 era RPG. Like, literally, if you die, it's going to tell you game over, and it's going to send you back to the title screen. That's just kind of how the game developers did it back then. There wasn't no, do you want to continue, or would you like to try again? No. Silent Hill, Resident Evil 1 through 3. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure all of the Silent Hill games have always been like that. They've kept tradition. All of the Parasite Eve games. I don't know about Third Birthday. I don't consider that a fucking Parasite Eve game. Third Birthday is horrible. It's kind of a blasphemous title and everyone hates it. The interesting thing is, Square Enix just now in 2018, I know it's 2019 now, but in 2018, towards the late August, I believe, Square Enix actually bought the trademark rights to the name Parasite Eve. Yep, that's where we are. So that means they have to prove they're going to use that title, which means possibly there's going to be a new Parasite Eve game. Oh, I really want to aim at these moths. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you're so bad at this game. So as you can see, this is a status element. It is darkness. Darkness makes it where you cannot aim at your targets at all. We're going to heal. And we're just going to kind of walk back and forth. One thing you can do is you can just kind of blindly aim with pyrokinesis because it has this cone. Usually you'll hit your mark. And I just wasted all my MP doing that. There we go. Blindness is temporary, but it still sucks. See if I can get this to go. If you hit these guys mid-air, yeah, I got it, but he still actually hit me. As you can see, he kind of flashed that cyan color. If you hit them mid-air, it will actually knock them back and deal critical damage. So, very important to note there. We'll jump back over to P energy. I've only got 459, so nothing we can do there. And this is the door that we're supposed to be going through. It's a gate, and I think it's supposed to be smashed. You can see that from this side. It doesn't really look like it from the other side. Just bear that in mind. But if you'll notice, there's a bridge, but it's underwater. Do not go in the water. those little fish in there are neomitochondria creatures, and they will fuck your world up. Some kind of panel here. Oh, you mean I need a code? A code for the bridge? Huh. Weird, right? Going back to the last episode where I spent so much time explaining the quote-unquote graffiti in the back area of the cafeteria, that's where this comes in. And I believe that was... And you have to examine this before you can press the buttons. Notorious in Parasite Eve 2, man. I hate that so much. One of the worst aspects of the puzzle areas. 5, 6, 1, I believe it was. There we go. I was really honestly thinking, is it 651 or 561? So now that that's done, if you bring your weapon up, it's going to take you into battle mode. Do not shoot these things. Do not use parasite energy on these things. Literally, step on them. That's all you gotta do. Free 18 XP, 108 bounty points, and a little bit of MP to boot. So, this door is kind of pre-rendered background, which is cool because it's gonna change. As soon as you try and go through it, and you get number 9 laughing and stomping off. So, big guy, this is the way he came, and it's supposed to be implied that he bashed his way through the gate. He's very strong. Go ahead and bring your weapon up in here. This guy does not pose much of an issue to you. Take him out with 2 shots. Well, 6 technically, but who's really counting? Get a free recovery 2 out of that. Come along. Oh, hey. There's another bomb here. I'm going to ascend these stairs right here. This is the home stretch for the Acropolis Tower, guys. There is a phone right here. Fucking use it. If you don't want to go back and this is your first playthrough, fucking use it. I know I'm probably ruining some of the fun for some of you. You don't have to watch these videos. For those who want a let's play / kind of walkthrough for this, that's what I'm doing. I probably should have put that in the title, but whatever. I don't care. I'm very, very familiar with this game, and I want to help others through it. So, that's what I'm going to do. Save your fucking game here. Trust me. Trust me. Save your game here. I don't know how long this boss battle is going to take, but it's going to be good. Let's check our inventory. I have a recovery 2 lined up in here. There's GPS. I'm actually going to exchange this for another recovery 2. The GPS is nice, but you don't need it, especially not when you have one single enemy, such as a boss, and you can see where he is at all times. I've got my Hydras equipped over here. If I want to swap, I got 400. Hey, 420. Man, I need to fire 1 bullet. Anyway, technically I got 440, but whatever. I'm looking good. I'm looking good. I would not recommend doing this battle with a Tonfa Baton. That is the only melee weapon in the game, the only gray weapon, and it is bad. Alright. Catwalk. This is where we seen the view from the camera earlier. It was this right here. So, that's where we're at. Go all the way around and there's going to be an elevator over here. Man, these things really look like focal points, don't it? High voltage cables. A cable and a steam pipe. Oh no, no good. The lift is on the above floor. Alright, well, we're going to head back now. Nothing we can do here. So as we're going to be going this way, there's going to be a thing that happens Oh, look. It's this guy. And he is so creepy and I love it. He's such a good antagonist. A hunter, just like you. My turn. Guess what this is? A warrant for your arrest? This is your life, little girl. Oh man. And he's got like the weird accelerant blade. It's so nice. Bap. Just like that. This is going to start. Few tips for this. Save your MP for healing. I can only squeeze off healing once with the MP that I have, so I'm going to take a risk here and go ahead and bap him once with pyrokinesis. That's going to send him back. Be careful with him. He will charge forward. He will also do that. Do not get caught in that mist. I would rather him hit me with his blade. And I'm out of ammo. Run around the corner. Around the corner. Do not get hit with that mist. Whoa, hey. I can actually aim at those. Oh, tank controls. What are you doing to me? Oh, and I got hit with the mist. Are you kidding me? Somehow that did not do the thing it was supposed to do. As you can see, you can shoot those to deal extra damage to him. Whoa. Oh, and he got me too. That kind of sucked. If you get a critical, it'll stun him. Oh, tank controls. What are you doing right now? Do not get caught in that mist. If you do, it will paralyze you, and that is very bad in this fight. We're going to take a moment just to heal. And we're going to keep shooting this guy. He's going to hit me. He interrupted my reload, which kind of sucks. We're going to back up just a little bit. He's going to try a jumping attack again. Oh, man, and I missed. Unless he walks into it, which I doubt it. Nope. Alright, that kind of sucked. If you shoot him while he's stunned, it will do extra damage. Oh. Can't be in that mist. Alright, so for whatever reason, I'm having a hard time with this battle. I should not be having a hard time with this battle. As you can see, I can shoot that as well. They do a good job in this battle to make sure that you are set up for success. Oh, and he got me. What? I managed to get myself? Scrabap, 240 damage, buddy. You should be pretty much on your last legs right now. Matter of fact, I'm kind of confused why you're not. Here we go. Oh, man. So the way this battle's supposed to work is you're supposed to dodge his attacks, work your way around everything, and hit him with all the electric cables. They deal like 140 damage a pop. If you've got pyrokinesis lined up, that's a good 70 to 100 damage a pop because he's kind of weak to fire. You can really mess this guy's world up with the electric cables and the steam pipe, and you're supposed to hit him with the electric cable and then shoot the steam pipe on top of it, and that does like a total of, I don't know, somewhere close to 400, 500 damage. If you don't have much HP when you're going up this elevator, don't worry about it. It's not a big issue. We're going to go up. Enough games. Now drop it. Do it now. What? Afraid to shoot me? Time's up, little girl. This motherfucker jumps to the other building. I love number 9. He's so interesting of a character to me. Like, he's just so wild. I'll explain why I think he's an interesting character later on. But once more things in the game and like plot points start coming out through the dialogue, I'll explain a little bit more. But I absolutely love Number 9 as a character. Oh, Rupert, what did you do? You touched something, didn't you? And this is kind of weird too. We better get out of here. Don't worry. There's a chopper on its way. The building underneath you is exploding. Yes, worry. You're on the fucking top floor. If that thing topples over, you are dead. There's nothing you can do. Cutscene. Awesome cutscene. Also, those must have been some hellacious bombs. I mean, it did look like they had 2 or 3 sticks of like dynamite attached to them, either dynamite or TNT. Alright, this is a big plot twist moment, so not really a plot twist, but a big plot point. I'm gonna shut up and just kind of read some of the dialogue. Good work, you two. Is there anything else? Well, actually, here, take a look at this. Cattle mutilation? And this article is, I'm going on a UFO hunt? It may lead to that. Autopsies of those cow carcasses showed cell degeneration. Agent Brea, I trust you know what that means. Neomitochondrian creatures. We know they have a vast appetite due to an unusually fast metabolism rate. And it's our job to teach them some table manners? Exactly. The necessary documents are in this folder. This gives you just an option to go through everything he's showing you. This is mainly for plot, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through it. This is your missed search warrant, and this is why I think it was stupid that the police from the Acropolis Tower knew anything about this. So this is missed emergency stuff. This is a photograph of a 15-foot animal, which is really interesting because it looks almost realistic. I know that they did a weird, this is probably just like concept art or something that they blurred out and edited to make look crappy, but it's actually really realistic looking. It's really wild. So, this manual, the existence of neomitochondria is unknown to the public. Missed operations are officially explained as criminal hunts or natural gas explosions. The current investigation is officially a manhunt for a serial killer. How did the cops even know Mist existed when they're going through this length of trouble to keep their existence unknown? I don't know. It's so weird to me. And then there's a map of the Dryfield area. That's where we're going, a town called Dryfield. I don't suppose I'll be fighting any giant cactus creatures? Cut the crap, Aya. What about the Acropolis, sir? I'll have another team do cleanup. You just worry about fixing up your arm. Yes, sir. Agent Brea, you have your orders. That will be all. Man, every time somebody says, that will be all, like you're just fucking dismissing me, I want to like walk up and punch you right in the fucking face, dude. I don't know. There's just an arrogance behind that pisses me off. Hey, Aya. What do you want, Pierce? Whoa, upset about the new assignment? Wouldn't you be? Anyway, a little something about that implant I found out. This little thing right here. Well, cough it up, Pierce. Turns out it's a microtransmitter, state of the art. The shape-changing creatures? Somebody was controlling them, Aya. Controlling? Like livestock or something? Come to think of it, they were even branded. Night of the Killer Cows. Seriously though, why would someone tag them? And for what purpose? Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is, I'm off for a drive in the desert. Speaking of which, I found sand in that implant. Sand? Get this, when I analyzed it, it matched samples from the Mojave. You're kidding. We found NMCs in every part of the U.S., except arid regions. We thought they couldn't take the heat, but the sand in the implant may prove otherwise. You don't say. Maybe my desert safari is connected with this case after all. Most likely. So perk up, Aya. Pierce. Thanks for the info. Aw, man. Coming in like Romeo, saving the day. Pierce is really a cool character, too. I like Pierce. Pierce Carradine. So, there's a lot of things we can do right now. You can go back to the range and practice some more if you want. You can go back to Jody in the quartermaster room here and spend some of your bounty points that you've earned, which we're going to check that out just to see how many I've gotten. I have almost 4,000 now. Had I fought every enemy in the Acropolis Tower, I'd probably have over 4,000. And guess what? I could buy the M4A1. I could buy this. I'm not going to. Ammunition, buckshot and rifle. Not going to buy any of that. This, on the other hand. So, this gives you plus 5 HP, plus 20 MP, has 3 attachment slots, and the special features are what really make it good. MP recovery is beautiful and resist paralysis. Combat armor gives you 40 HP, 10 MP, has 5 attachments, you resist silence, and it has a built-in motion detector, which means you don't have to equip a GPS to see that. I like the turtle vest. That's what I'm going to be wearing, that's what I'm going to buy. As far as items, I don't want to do anything with items, we're going to be finding plenty. Don't want to dry up and become some NMC's beef jerky out there. Yeah, thanks for the tip, Jody. So, it is very important that you go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and equip this and load it. I think it's done there, and equip your weapon. They give you this like desert jacket assault suit, and it's really not that bad, but it just has one special feature on it, and it does shit for your HP and MP. The only good thing about it is, like, it gives you 5, or not really 5, but yeah, 5 attachments. The only good thing about it, it's just because of pockets. But the turtle vest is going to serve us a lot better, so I went ahead and equipped that. Now, when you equip new armor, you want to go ahead and go through your attachments. We're going to equip a recovery 2. I don't know why that's the only item I have right now. Let's look in here. There's the rest of my stuff. Including my hydras. I will be taking those. Whoops. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. I was wondering how I was doing that. It's a really weird system, but you'll figure it out. I'm not even going to try and explain it because it's really a weird system. I'm going to take all this. Alright, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. I got to get ready for work in just a minute. But there is a phone over here. Keep that in mind. And on the next episode, we're going to be going to Dryfield. This is a 2-disc game. I think it's appropriate to say I'm about a third of the way through that first disc. So we're making good time. A third of the way in 2 episodes. There's a lot to do in Dryfield. Trust me when I say there is a lot to do in Dryfield. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. All those cliche YouTube things to say, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. But But yeah, tune in next time. We're going to be headed out to the desert and showing you around Dryfield. It's going to be a good time. There's probably going to be some deaths. Because that's when the game really takes off and starts getting hard. So y'all take care, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.